approved to enter but denied at the door, like having a legit original certified visa but denied entry at the very point of entry. Well, I didn't know this was possible until I carried my bags in Lagos and flew to London with so much joy and excitement that finally I was going to be with my loved ones and have the time of my life. But fate had other plans, or let's say my enemies were working overtime. So the story is, after spending so much money on visa and the long waiting period for my kind of visa, it finally came out. And with so much joy, I packed my bags fast. I literally picked up my passport on my way to the airport. I picked up my passport from the visa place on my way to the airport. That's how much excitement I had in me. I had a lot of cash. I was like, you know what, I'm giving all of this money away. So at the airport, I was giving everyone money, the custom officers, the agents, everyone. So I think for that reason, they were insanely nice to me. They wouldn't let me carry my bags. I had 2 big bags and my hand luggage. My hand luggage was a clutch bag that had my documents. That was like the documents we use in applying for my visas and all of that. But my passport and my ticket was in my breast pocket. In the whole excitement, they were clearing parts for me. Like I was getting the special treatment. So they put my 2 bags in the wherever that I had to go. Bros was like, this your handbag, that don't worry, let's, because I was excited, I was enjoying the treatment. People were looking at me like, oh, who's that guy? Because there were people on the line, but then I was getting treated specially. So they took mine. Normally, if I was in my right state of mind, if I was in my right senses, I would have said, oh, that's my hand luggage, don't worry, I'll carry it. But because I was lost in the moment. So the guy carried my hand luggage and checked it in. So I literally went on the plane with just my passport that was in my breast pocket, nothing in my hands, nothing, just my phone and my passport. So I got to London. I was excited. So now we've gotten to London. We're on the line to get checked in, to have your passport and your documents checked and all of that. Then it was my turn. And the line was, and there's some, I'm always uncomfortable when I'm having to being interviewed or in the presence of people. So there was a long list behind me of people waiting, like they can't wait to enter London. And I'm there, and this white woman she collected my passport. Then she was like, sorry, why are you in this country? I was like, I came to meet my wife. Then she was like, does your wife school in the country? I was like, she's not schooling, she's done with school. Does your wife work in the country? I said she's not working right now. Then she was like, can you prove that you are married to this person? After the second question, I was already feeling low-key sweaty, like, why is this woman grilling me? You should just, I have the visa, just stamp my passport and let me continue with my journey. But she wasn't going to do it. She just sat down there and she was asking me questions, which I didn't know was going to happen, which I wasn't prepared for. At that moment, it was then I remembered my immigration lawyer, because I didn't apply for my visa myself, because the story for another day, told me to hold my documents with me. It was then I remembered in my mind, I'm like, gosh. But I didn't have any of the documents with me, my marriage certificate and other stuff. So on my phone was a picture of myself and my wife as the wallpaper. So I showed her, like, that's myself and the person I'm coming to meet. She was like, that's the person that's in the country. I say yes. She was like, okay, yes, I can see the picture, but can you prove that this person is your wife, that you are going to join in the country? In that moment, instantly, I started to sweat because I was lost, because I hate being grilled. I went blank. How do I prove that I'm married to this person? I didn't have my marriage certificate on me. At that moment, I couldn't even think that, okay, because I had about 40,000 pictures on my phone. So if I was to start looking for pictures of my wedding day, my introduction, my court, wedding, all of that, it would take forever, and there's a long line behind me. So it was like I was under pressure from the person before me and under pressure from the people behind me. I was discombobulated. I don't even know if that's a word. But yeah, I was all over the place. Because I showed her the pictures. I was like, okay, yeah, I can see the picture, but can you prove that this person in this picture is the person on this passport? Because my wife's name was on my visa. Can you prove this is the same person? And can you prove that you are actually married to this person? So when she said that, I was confused. I was lost. So I was like, what? My Lord Jesus. It felt like this woman saw me in a dream, and immediately she saw my face like, yes, this is the guy. You are going back to Nigeria today. So immediately I said, what? She was like, excuse me, you don't say that. You don't say what? You say pardon? I'm like, I'm sorry, I'm just coming from Nigeria. English is not our own first language. I'm sorry. Okay, pardon? I said what? Because I didn't hear. I heard what she said, but it sounded strange to me. I've applied for visa. I've waited 6 months. Everything has been certified. Now you're asking me to prove again when I'm already in London. Then I'm like, sorry, I only said what because I didn't hear what you said. Then she was like, you said pardon, not what. It's English. I'm sorry, ma. Pardon? Then she was like, you need to prove that you are married to this person, else I won't be able to proceed with your. You know, she said I won't be able to proceed with your. It felt like I was going to weep. I literally started to sweat. It was visible that this person started to sweat instantly. So I was like, bro, at that moment I was holding my phone was shaking, and there wasn't network. I had not connected to the Wi-Fi, my network wasn't working. So I just went on Instagram. And you know when you don't have network on your phone and you go on Instagram, the first 6 slides, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 6 pictures are the only ones that's going to be visible. You won't be able to scroll. I couldn't think of what to do. Like, should I go to my gallery? Should I go to my emails to go and start searching for everything? Felt long. It felt like I had just 2 seconds. So the only thing I could think of was Instagram. So I just went on my Instagram, and out of the 6 pictures, one of the pictures was myself and my wife. It wasn't one of our court wedding pictures. It was just a random picture of just myself and her. So I couldn't click, obviously, because it won't load. But so I just showed her the phone, like, this is myself, and the same person I showed you that was on my wallpaper, this is the same person again. She was like, yes, you've said this before, and all I'm asking is you need to prove that this person you're showing me is this name, and that you are legally married to this person. Immediately she said that, I just lost it. I zoned out, like, okay, this person is sending me back to Nigeria, because now what do I do? Because I was confused. Like I said, I blacked out, so I didn't even know what to do. She needed to see that I'm married to this person. So immediately she said that, I was like, bro, I just want to see my son, for God's sake. It wasn't premeditated. It just came to me like, gosh, what is this? Because I had waited for so long. My son had been born. I had not seen him. It's been 9 months since he's been born. I had not seen him. It's been a lot of emotional stress, trauma for me. And now I'm in London, and for whatever reason, it's looking like this person wants to send me back to Nigeria. Come on. So it just came out of me from nowhere, like, I just want to see my son, for God's sake, for goodness sake. I can't remember exactly how I said it. So mainly, I honestly didn't even know the words came out of my mouth. Then she was like, you have a son? I was like, yes. She was like, he's in the country. Like, I saw, she like, oh, you have a son? So mainly I saw that she reacted to the fact that I mentioned a son, and instantly, like, the blackout disappeared. Like, I came back into consciousness, like, oh yes, I have a son. She was like, the son is in the country. I was like, yes, he's in the country, and he's British. My dear, it felt like the person I was flipped in our own sight, that I became a new person. Instantly, this woman said, I'm so sorry. Bah! Welcome into the country, Mr. David. Blah, 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 blah. Sorry for taking your time. And she was stretching the passport to me, and I was just looking like, okay. So you mean all of this time I could have just said, oh, my wife is British, my son is British, and that would have been, because all I said was, my son is in the country, and my son is British. That's all I said. She didn't ask me to prove that I'm not lying, that, okay, it's my son, it's not my son. She didn't ask, at that moment, she didn't ask, because I could have been lying. all of a sudden I'm Mr. David. I'm so sorry for taking your time. Welcome to the United Kingdom. Have a good time. I don't even forget the English way. Ah, my lord. See, when I took the passport and I saw it felt like I was looking at heaven. Finally! Finally! So yeah, I honestly didn't know that people could. It was then when I entered the airport and I settled down, I was looking at stuff that people can actually be sent back to their country right there, even with a valid visa on your passport. It's ridiculous. I didn't believe it can happen, that it actually happens. It was then I was checking on my phone, like, wow. So you mean I could have gone back to Lagos? But yeah, that was how I almost got sent back to Nigeria. But thank God that didn't happen. Thanks for watching. I'm new on YouTube, so if you'll be watching my videos, I'm really, really grateful for your audience, or for your, what's the English for it now? For your time that you dedicate to watch my videos. I'm really grateful. Please like and subscribe, because it helps this channel grow. I really, really appreciate you guys for coming. You can watch a few of my other videos if you don't mind, obviously. But yes, thanks for watching. See you guys in a couple of days.